again, Dave Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So, doing a little bit of an unbox today. Now, recently, well, I'm recording this on November 22nd, or November 21st, I should say, the weekend of Ghostbusters Afterlife. I've already seen the movie a few times. This is not a video talking about the movie, but it inspired me to go ahead and pick up a nice little item that I've been holding off on. This is the Hasbro PKE, Ghostbusters PKE, which is loosely based on the one featured in Afterlife. Now this one looks blue. It's obviously meant to go with the much younger line of toys that they've had for, or should I say, for the younger kids, I should say. But we're going to check this out. We're going to check all the features, and we are going to do a comparison between that and the PKE that I use when I'm out ghostbusting. So, now, let's take a look at the packaging. It's just your basic packaging right here. Now, this is the Ghostbuster PKE / Taser. We're going to take a look at that. But let's do some comparisons first, okay? I'm going to cut this out of the box, and then we are going to, well, I can't say box, out of its packaging, and then we're going to check it out. So, let's take a look. Now, I'm always misplacing my knife, so I'm going to use a little hobby knife here. Always be careful. It's a pen knife, so always be careful. There's one. You were supposed to cut away from yourself, but obviously I'm not listening to that rule. Okay. Secure by putting the cap back on, set it off to the side. We don't need that anymore. So, with this should slide right out. First, we get our usual legal papers. Pretty damn thick, actually. We don't need it. So, on here we got a nice little belt clip, which I will be getting rid of. And as you can see, there are screws here, and we have our battery compartment right here. Again, this is supposed to be like a little trigger mechanism. This is static. It's just molded plastic right there. But then we have our little button here, which is supposed to activate the PKE. Now, obviously, this is not 100% to scale. If you notice, I actually have some Spirits and Walmart PKEs here. Now, this was a Spirit PKE. This is where the belt clip was on. I opened this up, took it apart, took the clip off, put it back together, and yes, if you notice, I do have a lot of heavy weathering done on this. I did hit this with black, and I did some little silver dry brushing to make it look like scuffed edges, including on the front here, and also I was able to get a gridded decal courtesy of one of my teammates. Now, this is your basic PKE right here. Now, fortunately, I saw Ghostbusters Afterlife, and there's been a lot of back and forth about weathering the PKE. The PKE in the movie actually showed weathering and distress to it, so that was great. That worked out fine. So here's that. Now, ironically, I made this about 2 years ago, okay? I wanted to do the same PKE, but to give it kind of a real Ghostbusters feel and look to it. And that's what I did here. I actually painted the wings. I took this completely apart, painted the wings, painted this blue, but then I kept this covered so this would have a little bit of a differential between it. This was actually one I made for my wife, because she's actually part of the same Ghostbusters cosplay group that I'm part of. I made her a Ghostbusters Park Proton Pack in that same vein. So you can see the wings are nice and red, which was not easy. That was a little bit of a challenge. So those are the regular PKEs I usually use. Why did I get this? Well, one of the reasons was actually in the movie, the handle is squared just like it is on here. It's not round like it is here. And let's do a little comparison. It does come a little short, obviously. Let's give you guys a nice good look right there. If we put it, you can see it's about a good inch and a quarter, maybe. I don't want to say inch and a half, at least an inch and a quarter. And also you'll notice that this is much smaller, its display. But as far as the shape of it, this shape, I definitely would say this is much more on par, especially with the handle. Okay, so let's take it for a spin. Okay, so that's what the button is supposed to do, but we're supposed to have some lights on here. So let me find a screwdriver real quick, and let's see if we can't get in there. There's probably a tab in here. Let me see. Will this? No, this will not work. Let's break out my iFixit kit. No, this video is not sponsored by iFixit, but hey, iFixit, if you want to, you could always sponsor me. I would not say no to that. Yeah, like they're even watching, right? Okay, that is not working. Let's see if I can use a flathead. Back scratcher. Yeah. So we're missing some AAAs here. So let's just pause this real quick and then let me get some batteries. Okay, here we are. Took some rechargeable AAAs in my belt gizmo. And yes, that is a technical term. Let's get this screwed back into place. There we go. Let's check it out. Can you guys hear that? So we got some growling here. Sounds like an angry cat. What do you guys think about that? Some more growling. Not bad. Pretty cool. Now in the original two movies, the arms did not swing out all the way forward like that. Now when those arms swing all the way forward, is actually supposed to use that that PKE energy that it's detecting, and actually cause the ability to zap. So even if you don't have a proton pack, you have your PKE, you can use it as a defensive weapon against ghosts or any other psychokinetic baddies that might be coming your way. So that's pretty cool. Now, I wanted to get this because I wanted to do some modding with this, okay? I actually want to get rid of the blue, and I want to make this entire thing black like it should be, and I'm probably going to weather it just like in the movie, but I will be removing this belt clip. Now, what I use for carrying my PKE is this tape measure holder. I've been meaning to get the lettering off of here. Now, let's just see if this will fit. That actually fits pretty good. Pretty good. That's not bad. Now, with the round handle PKEs, usually I have to slide it in sideways and then twist it in, and it usually holds in a little bit better. See? Goes in a little bit deeper. Reason why I usually have to rotate it is the handle is more of an oval than a round, but is more round right at the base here, or at the top. So now what I plan to do is I want to remove these arms. Once I take this completely apart, I want to spray paint these silver, chrome to the best that I possibly can, and maybe dab the what would be the LED indicators, the bulbs basically that blink. Maybe hit those with either a yellow, or I might try and do a little bit of a gold. I do have some gold Sharpie, and it might be a little bit better to give it that kind of light effect. But I mean, that's not bad. I got this for about $15. You can get these at your local Walmart. I haven't seen them in Target, but I have seen these at Walmart. So if you want to get your son, your daughter, your niece, your nephew something cool for the new Ghostbusters Afterlife movie, you got the switch right there, which is very cool. So we got all the way down is off. If you put it just in the center, you can hear that sound like it's detecting something. Let's listen to that while it cycles through. Nothing on the display just yet. And I think it just cycles through that little sound effect. So it's a nice little toy. I mean, yeah, it does. It looks kind of small in my hand. Of course, I have big hands. I mean, these look a little bit more to scale. I mean, if they introduce a slightly bigger version of this, or any of you 3D printers out there, maybe if you're able to take the dimensions of this, enlarge it slightly, but still have it to the point where we could transfer the electronics out of this into the larger shell, that would definitely be a way to go about that. It's just an idea. I mean, it's something cool. This was only $15. This was. So I said, what the hell? So it's something fun for me to do some modding with. I mean, it's wintertime right now. Now they do still have, they have some molded plastic here to represent the buttons that we have on the actual PKE. I can always hit those with a little bit of silver argent afterwards. And of course I'm going to hit everything with a clear coat of gloss to give that proper look. Because that's exactly what I did for this, to give it more of a sheen to it. After I did all my weathering, that is, then I applied it on there. So I'm going to try and do something similar with this one. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be something kind of fun. Now, like I said, you just have the two AAA batteries that you will need. Batteries sold separately. You have this belt clip. I could see the belt clip after having enough stress possibly breaking. So I'm just going to remove that completely from here. I mean, if you wanted to, depending on how that is, and you want to pay attention to the channel, because I will be doing a follow-up when I actually do this. I will be doing a separate video so you guys can see everything that's going on. I will show the inside and to see how well I can remove this. Now, one possibility is getting an actual metal clip and affixing it to the back of this. But I don't think I'm going to go that route personally myself. That's just me. But there we are. The Hasbro PKE there we go. Just want to thank you guys for checking out this very quick video on the PKE meter. It's something fun, very cool, and not bad for 15 bucks, right? So there we are. There you are. I want to thank you guys for checking out the video, checking out the channel. And as always, guys, I just want to thank you guys for supporting the channel, for being there. And you guys know what I'm going to say. Two things. Keep on busting, and I will always catch you on the flip side. Take care.